How are you going today? We're off for a little walk. I haven't got a lot of time, but I'm going to go for a quick walk and we'll have a little chat. Let's go. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about today is just being able to find a little bit of time somewhere to get your outdoor activities in, and in particular to find time to get out in the bush and spend a little bit of time in the bush. It's not always easy. Now it's afternoon, finished work for the day, and I've got a little bit of spare time on my way home, so I'm going to put it to good use. I'm going to get a little bit of a walk in, and I'm also going to just absorb a little bit of this bush, this nature. It's glorious. So it's all about time. And how do you find enough time to get out in the bush, to get in kilometres of walking, build up fitness for walking and backpacking, and how do you make it all work? I didn't have as much time today as I hoped. I was going to go for a longer walk. I was going to get a backpack training in. I won't have time for that now. Some things happened. I'm later than I expected. But that's okay. I'm still getting a walk in. Now, I made it my goal this year to improve my fitness. I wanted to achieve two things. One of them was to achieve my first overnight walkout camp and walk back trip. And I did that in April. And there's some videos on the channel if you'd care to check those out. Now, the second thing that I wanted to achieve for myself was to be able to do a multi-day trip where I walk out for multiple days and camp each night and carry on the next day. Now, I haven't done that yet, and I'm very aware that having done the shorter camping trip, just a single night, walk out, camp overnight, walk back, I'm very aware that I'm going to need good fitness for that trip. Because it's going to take a lot out of me. It's easy enough to do a walk for one day, then go home and rest and recover. It's not so easy to do a walk, then the next day get up and do the same level of difficulty, the same length again. And to keep doing it for day after day, it's a whole nother game again. So one of the things that's really critical in rebuilding my fitness to the point where I can cope with those things is being able to be consistent. Now, being consistent on a lot of occasions is more important than pushing yourself hard or how far you went or how much you carried or anything else. Those things all play a part, but one of the key things is always going to be just turning up and doing something. So this week has been a difficult week for me. It's been harder for me to be consistent, and it's been harder for me to achieve the level of activity that I want to achieve. Oh well, I've been trying not to get my feet wet, but sometimes it's just going to happen. I haven't got my proper walking shoes on. Doesn't matter. We can't let little things stop us. And that's kind of the moral of this story. Some people get a lot of energy by spending time with others, by being around other people, particularly other people who are outgoing, loud, sociable. It's what a lot of people enjoy. I'm not one of those people. I get my energy by being alone. And in particular, by being alone in places like this. That's what gives me my energy. The last few weeks, I haven't had as much opportunity to recharge my batteries and get my energy back. And that's why this week I'm a bit flat as a tack. I'm struggling to get out and get moving. And so it comes down to a question of how's the best way for me to recharge my batteries. I'm in a situation where I'm feeling flat, I don't have the energy that I want, and it's quite busy this week. There's a lot going on, a lot of things I need to do, both at work and at home. And so, how do I manage all that? Well, it's quite simple. We go back to where I started earlier in the video. It's about me prioritising what I can achieve, what's realistic for me based on the time that I have. And what's achievable for me today is to come here. This is on my way, near where I live. So I can call in here and I can take an hour to do a walk in this park. And in doing that walk, that recharges me, that rejuvenates me. So that by the time I get home, I can go on to do the things I need to do. And thus my energy rebuilds. And even though I don't achieve what I hoped to achieve earlier in the week, and even though I've missed a couple of days where I was just so flat, I couldn't move, I couldn't get up and do anything, at least this way I finish the week good and I'll do something. And that helps me rebuild my fitness so that I can, as I move forward, continue to move towards my goal of being able to do that multi-day walk this year. And I know I'll get it done because it's what I want to do. I'm not sitting here looking for excuses not to exercise and not to get out. I'm looking for opportunities to do it. But I'm also realistic enough to know that it's not always going to happen the way I plan it. And by using this approach, I've made some good progress this year. We've done pretty well so far. On the 1st of January this year, I did an 18-kilometre walk with a 5-kilo backpack, and it really knocked me around. I was really sore for days after that, tired for days after that. It was a big effort. I was a lot more sore and tired than I realised at the end of the walk. But in the days after, it took me a long time to recover. Since then, I've been doing some back training. I've been doing some other cardiovascular training and some kettlebell workouts. And I've got to the point where I can carry a 20-kilo pack for the same distance, and it doesn't wipe me out as badly. I can still get up the next day and walk, but I'm still tired and I'm still carrying a debt of fatigue that I can't just wash away. Now the reality is, I ain't 20 years old anymore. And so to be able to just bounce back like I used to, I know that won't happen. But it doesn't mean that as I continue to build on this fitness and continue to improve, that I can't still do longer and harder things than I'm doing now. And it comes down to that saying of walk your own walk. If you're 20 and fit, you'll run rings around me. I know that. And it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. You should get out and enjoy it while your body will still do it. But for me, it's more a case of just adapting to what I can do. And that's what today's walk is all about. It's about just making the most of today and being able to at least get something done so that I can continue to improve myself, on this journey and work towards a better day. Anyway, that's enough waffling for today. I hope my video was of some benefit to you. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with my approach. Don't forget to give the video a like if you liked it. Anyway, that's it for today. I've got to get on and get finished. So I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye for now.